Trump threatened secondary tariff on buyers of Russian oil if Vladimir Putin refuses a ceasefire with Ukraine. This is a pressure tactic that Trump uses a lot to get people to comply. Putin recently said peace talks would be inappropriate under Zelensky's leadership, doubting his legitimacy as leader of Ukraine. Trump told reporters that he is very pissed off and is very angry at Putin for saying that, and threatened to impose tariff of up to 50% on buyers of the Russian oil. He said, if Russia and I are unable to make a deal to stop the bloodshed in Ukraine, and if I think that was Russia's fault, I'm going to put secondary tariff on oil, on all oil out of Russia. So this is a reversal of Trump's previous friendly stance towards Putin. What is a secondary tariff that Trump has threatened? It's a tariff that targets third-party countries or companies that buys Russian oil and gas. Russia currently is the world's third largest oil producer, and there will be a lot of potential target. India and China are the key buyers of Russian crude oil since the Ukrainian war. There will be two possible outcomes from Trump's secondary tariff threat. Outcome one is that Putin bends over, a peace deal is reached, mineral deal will be signed, and the issue will be resolved. Outcome number two, Putin drags out peace talk, straining Trump along, force Trump to implement secondary tariff. As a result, India might reduce or completely stop Russian oil and gas imports, given Modi's seemingly friendly stance towards Trump during his early presidency. And for China, by April 2nd, Trump is going to implement a total of 25% tariff on China since he took office for his second term, with an additional 50%. That's going to bring up or increase the total amount of Chinese tariff to 75%. And that's going to be very painful. But I think China is unlikely to stop the Russian oil imports. As an example, despite U.S. secondary sanction on Iranian crude oil, China remains the top oil buyer. If no peace deal is reached, the Ukrainian war will continue. The U.S. will keep funding the conflict and continue to print money to boost its military-industrial sector. Putin will remain a significant challenge during Trump's second presidential term and consuming a lot of his focus and resources. And Trump will have less capability to exploit his allies to the same extent as now.
Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, I will have the disastrous war between Russia and Ukraine settled. It will be settled quickly. I will get the problem solved, and I will get it solved in rapid order, and it will take me no longer than one day. I know exactly what to say to each of them. I got along very well with them.
As a candidate, you said you would have this war settled in 24 hours.
Well, I was being a little bit sarcastic when I said that. What I really mean is I'd like to get it settled, and I think I'll be successful.
What's the plan if Putin doesn't agree to a ceasefire?
Bad news for this world because so many people are dying. But I think he's going to agree. I really do. I think I know him pretty well, and I think he's going to agree.